My name is Sophia Rinaldi. I am 35 years old. I am from Italy. I was born in Bologna, in a city where centuries-old churches echo your footsteps, where bells measure time, and family expectations weigh more than the choices you think you make. I was raised to believe love is quiet, not loud, not dramatic, not perfect. Love is something you choose, something you endure, something you protect even when it hurts. That belief shaped me. It is also what broke me. On the day I was supposed to become a wife, I still believed love was enough. I didn't know belief could vanish in a whisper. I used to think betrayal would announce itself. A fight, a discovery, a moment where everything becomes undeniable. I never imagined it would arrive softly, intimately, while everyone else smiled at me. I was standing at the altar. The church was full. Old stone walls that had witnessed centuries of vows, soft light slipping through stained glass, flowers arranged with care as if beauty could guarantee honesty. My dress felt heavy, not because of the fabric, because of what it represented. My mother was crying in the front row, not from sadness, from pride, the kind of pride that comes from believing your daughter is safe now. My father stood beside her, hands folded too tightly, pretending not to be emotional. My family, my friends, everyone who had ever loved me was watching. They believed this was the happiest moment of my life. My hands were shaking. I told myself it was nerves. Every bride shakes. Then he leaned in. Not suddenly, not urgently, just close enough that only I could hear him. Sophia, I need to tell you something. For a moment, I smiled. I thought it was love, a last confession of fear, a whispered, I can't believe this is real. Instead, he told me he had cheated. He said it quickly, quietly, as if lowering his voice could soften the damage. He said it happened months ago. He said it meant nothing. He said he couldn't marry me without telling me. I stopped breathing, not dramatically, just suddenly. The priest waited. The guests smiled. The silence stretched. No one else heard him. That is what still hurts the most. The world did not stop. The music did not return. No one gasped. Everyone thought the pause was romantic. Only I knew my life had split into before and after. I wanted to step back. I wanted to scream. I wanted to laugh at how unreal it felt. But my body stayed still. Shock is quiet. Shock is standing perfectly upright while everything inside you collapses. My thoughts scattered. I thought about my parents, my family, the months of planning. In Italy, weddings do not belong to the couple. They belong to families, to history, to reputation. Walking away would not have been private. It would have been a public rupture, a scandal whispered about for years. And staying felt like swallowing something sharp and pretending it wasn't cutting me from the inside. I was being asked to decide my future in seconds. Forgive him publicly or destroy everything we had built. I nodded. That small movement cost me more than I can explain. The ceremony continued. I said my vows with a voice that didn't feel like mine, as if another woman were speaking through me. When I said see, something inside me went silent. People applauded. They stood. They cried. They celebrated a love I was already mourning. When he kissed me, I felt nothing. No anger, no joy, just distance. That night, after the guests were gone, after the music faded, after the dress was folded and set aside, I sat on the edge of the bed and stared at my hands. They looked unfamiliar, older. Marriage did not begin with joy. It began with grief. I grieved the man I thought I was marrying. I grieved the future I imagined. I grieved the woman I was that morning. People think infidelity is about sex. It isn't. It is about trust, about realizing the person beside you has a private world you were never invited into. I replayed everything. Trips, conversations, moments that suddenly felt uncertain. I wondered who I had really been loving. He cried when I confronted him later. He said he was afraid to lose me. He said he panicked. He said telling me earlier would have destroyed everything. He never understood what telling me at the altar destroyed. I tried to forgive him. I wanted to be that woman, the strong one, the loyal one, the one who endures quietly. I told myself love requires patience. But patience is not healing. Trust did not return whole. It returned fractured. Every late night felt dangerous. Every silence felt loud. Every phone notification carried weight. I became watchful. I hated myself for it. I hated that love had turned me into someone suspicious. I missed him. Not the man who betrayed me. The man I believe he was before that whisper. Some nights I lay awake beside him, listening to his breathing, wondering if love can survive truth told too late. Some mornings I looked at my wedding ring and felt nothing. That scared me more than anger ever could, because anger means something is alive. Numbness means something has died. Time passed. Life moved forward on the outside. We attended family dinners. We smiled in photos. We lived a life that looked intact. People said we were lucky. People said we were strong. They didn't see the quiet cost. They didn't see how often I doubted myself, how often I questioned my instincts, how often I wondered if staying had been courage or fear. I learned how to live with unanswered questions. I learned how to function with a wound that never fully closed. I watched friends marry. I watched sisters plan families. I watched love flourish for everyone else. And I felt suspended, frozen between what I wanted and what had been done to me. I became aware of my own fragility. I saw the cracks in my own heart that I could not repair, no matter how much I loved. I am 35 years old now. I work, I smile, I show up. From the outside, my life looks normal. But there is a moment inside me that never moved forward. The altar, the music, the whisper. It returns when I least expect it. During weddings, during confessions, during moments that require faith. Sometimes I imagine what would have happened if he had told me earlier, if I had been given the dignity of choice. I don't know who I would be now. That uncertainty lives with me. This is not a story about forgiveness. It is a story about aftermath, about how betrayal does not always end relationships. Sometimes it reshapes them quietly, permanently. Sometimes it is louder than any argument, louder than any divorce, louder than any confession. And if you ask me what I would do if I could go back, I still don't have an answer. That unanswered question is what I live with. That is the pain that remains.